Paper Mario The Origami King released a little over a week ago, and I've played a solid chunk of the game since then. Since this is a pretty big release for the Switch, I've decided to make an early review of the game before my full review when I finish it. Here is my early review of Paper Mario The Origami King. Enjoy! Quick spoiler warning, I'll only be showing footage up to the colored pencil boss fight because that's as far as I've gone since release. I'll also show footage in some of the trailers, so if you've been ignoring the trailers, maybe watch a different review. With spoiler warnings out of the way, let's get right into it. The game starts with a cutscene of Mario and Luigi driving to Peach's castle for a festival. I really love how Origami King has that sort of cinematic feel. A lot of the cutscenes feel like they were shot for a movie. The camera placement, action scenes, and music too just really make each cutscene feel alive. When Mario and Luigi get to Toad Town, they find it deserted. When they get into Peach's castle, they find Princess Peach folded into origami. Peach leads Mario to be captured and trapped under the castle in a prison area. While Origami King is filled with humor, the start felt really dark. There's one scene where we see one creature being transformed to origami, and it's brutal. I was shocked because my knowledge of Paper Mario was that it was a funny Mario spin-off, but seeing this was shocking. After escaping your cell, you find Olivia, the brother of King Ollie, who is terrorizing the Mushroom Kingdom. Olivia is a really likable character that's really grown on me. Her brother-sister relationship with King Ollie is a bit cliche, but I haven't seen them interacting with each other too much yet, so I'm still really excited for more interactions between them. After freeing Olivia, you find Bowser, who has been folded in a pretty weird way. I love how he and Mario put their differences aside to save the Mushroom Kingdom. It's not like Mario Kart, where they're instantly friends. Here, there's a threat and they both know that they need each other to stop King Ollie. It feels more real. When you make your way to the top of Peach's castle, you find King Ollie and his folded soldiers. We see our first battle take place here. From what I've played so far, the battle system feels very different, but it's still a lot of fun. Trying to figure out the puzzle in the amount of time is fun, and being able to rotate and move the arena is really cool. My main gripe with it is that the coins completely break the system. You get so many coins from each battle, and from exploring the worlds, that calling in some toads that completely win the fight for you doesn't even leave a dent in the amount of coins I have. Even after using toads multiple times in hard battles, my coin number is always above 10,000. Coins can also be used to give you more time in the battles. I love how the max time you can buy is 99 seconds, which isn't like 15 minutes, which I could probably buy with the amount of coins I have. But I mean, the puzzles aren't that hard, so 99 seconds just still feels like a lot of time. Coins just completely break the system. If you earned a lot less from winning battles, you would have to conserve your coins, which would make the battle system have a lot more depth and challenge. One thing I will say is that the enemies do punish you for making a wrong move. They do a sizable amount of damage if you're not paying attention or making a wrong move, which I love. Nintendo is notorious for making their games disappointingly easy, so even if coins break the system, it's nice that enemies deal a solid amount of damage, and bosses can easily wear down your health bar if you forget to block their attacks. One criticism I've seen a lot is that the battle system will get boring super quick, and there'll be no incentive to battle. I myself haven't gotten bored of battles yet. The only times I've run away from a fight was when my health bar was too low to begin with, and I didn't want to have to restart at a save I did a while ago. The puzzles are fun to solve, and just haven't gotten bored for me yet. The boss battles especially are super fun to fight. You have to make Mario run around and try and get to the spot where you attack the boss, and there's a bunch of items you can get along the way. It's just really fun, and I like how it's very different from the regular battles. It kind of shows how Nintendo is separating regular battles from boss battles. Overall, I think that the battle system is really fun, but could use major tweaking in areas like the coin department. After defeating some folded soldiers, King Ali lifts Peach's castle up with giant streamers and brings it to a distant mountain. Before you can stop Ali, you're hit with a streamer and crash land in a forest. After that, you're tasked with destroying all the streamers to be able to save Peach's castle and the Mushroom Kingdom. One thing that really caught my eye in Origami King were the areas. I was honestly surprised by how unique and creative the areas are. I was expecting the normal forest area, snow area, desert area, and fire area, but what we got were beautiful areas full of imagination. You can see the effort put into each area. I think Origami King's worlds have a lot in common with Odyssey's kingdoms. The places feel like people actually live there. Toad Town, for example, was really fun to explore. The houses have beds, closets, plants, backyards. There's a sewer, a cafe, a warehouse, a dock. Toad Town actually feels like a real place that really fits in with the Mushroom Kingdom. The places feel real, like people actually live there. I also really enjoy the collectibles in each area. Throughout the game, you can acquire confetti by hitting various flowers, trees, and other objects. Confetti can be used to patch up holes that were made by King Ali. When you look at the map, you can see your percentage of holes you've patched up. It's a great feature for completionists, and there's a bunch more collectibles too. You can find toads all across the Mushroom Kingdom who have been folded by King Ali and his minions. It's funny all the places where toads are hiding. There's also question mark blocks which you can hit, and various souvenirs which can be found too. With so much to do in each world, I feel like I never get bored. Probably one of my favorite areas in the game was Picnic Road. It felt straight out of Pokemon. The music, pathways, and arrangement of enemies felt so similar to a Pokemon route. Overall, I'm having a lot of fun exploring the worlds in Origami King. They're so much more creative than I expected. Another thing I'd like to mention is the music. Music is something that I'm always excited for in video games, and Origami King is full of great tracks. The battle theme is just so catchy, and I love the jazzy feel. Picnic Road 2 is really well made. I also love how diverse the tracks are. When you first reach Toad Town, it's very dark and creepy, and then you enter the Whispering Woods, and you're at a disco party with trees. Paper Mario is so different from the average Mario game, and the music perfectly captures this. I'm really excited to see all the tracks that go with all the rest of the different areas in the game. Now, my last main point is how Origami King stands against the other Paper Mario games. From what I've heard, the first Paper Mario was incredible, with a nice story and many RPG elements. The sequel, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, was even more amazing. The next game, Super Paper Mario, was a bit more controversial, but still good. Then we get to Sticker Star and Color Splash. From what I've heard, Sticker Star was terrible, with little to no story, and almost none of the elements that made the originals so great. Color Splash was a small step up, but had some major gameplay problems. So where does Origami King fit in? It's hard to say since this is my first Paper Mario game, but from what I've seen, it's been pretty well received. It's not up there with the originals, but not down with Sticker Star and Color Splash. From my experience, I've been having a lot of fun with it. There's so many fun sequences and places to explore. From what I've seen in the trailers, there's still so much more fun to be had. The Paper Mario charm is always there, with just enough humor to lighten the tension, but not overpowering the story. It's such a light-hearted experience that's the definition of fun. I'd give Paper Mario Origami King a 9 out of 10 so far. Doesn't have any big problems like Animal Crossing did in the beginning, and it's been a very enjoyable experience. I look forward to playing more of the game and experiencing more of what it has to offer. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Potato Sensei,